Hi, I am Sri Lakshmi, working as Assistant Professor in CSE Department in Gokaraj Rangaraju Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video, I am going to explain about SQL subqueries in Database Management Systems Unit 2. So what is a subquery is a query within another query. That is the meaning of subquery. For example, who has salary greater than Abel? That is the query we need to write in SQL. So we need to understand which is the main query and which is the subquery. First of all, in order to understand who are all the employees having salary greater than Abel, first we should understand what is the Abel's salary first. That is the subquery, and the main query is who are all the employees, they are all having salaries greater than Abel's query. So this is the main query and this is the subquery. So the syntax of subquery is select list from the table, where expression operator select list from table. So this is the inner query and this is the outer query. So in the previous slide, which is the inner query and outer query are, this is the inner query and this is the outer query. So the inner query or the subquery is executed only once before the main query, and the result of the subquery is used by the main query. That is the concept of the subqueries. So in this example, first, what is Abel's salary? That should be computed first, and the result of that should be sent to the main query, that is which employees have salaries greater than the Abel's query. In this way, the subqueries operate. There are two types of subqueries: single row subquery, multiple row subquery. The meaning of single row subquery is, for example, the inner query returns only single row, then it is called single row subquery. If the inner query returns more than one row, then we call it as multiple row subquery. That is the concept of single row subquery and multiple row subquery. There are certain guidelines for using the subqueries as well. We need to enclose the subquery in the parenthesis and also place the subquery on the right side of the comparison condition and use single row operators with single row queries and multiple row operators with multiple queries. These are all the guidelines that we should follow while using subqueries. So for example, I will explain what is the single row subquery here. Select last name from employees where salary greater than. This is the main query, and select salary from employees where last name is equal to Abel. This is the subquery or the inner query. For example, if the salary written from this table whose last name is Abel is 11,000, then the data is passed to the main query. Now the main query starts functioning. Select last name from employees where salary is greater than 11,000. So it will list out all the employees last name whose salaries are greater than 11,000. In this way, subqueries operate. So we will check now whether all the guidelines are being followed. What is the first guideline? Enclose the subquery in parenthesis. Yes, here the subquery is enclosed in the parenthesis. What is the next guideline? Place subquery on the right side of the comparison condition. So the comparison condition that we have used here is greater than symbol, and subquery is placed on the right side of the comparison condition. That is also satisfied. Use single row operator with the single row query and multiple with the multiple query. Yes, we have used here single row operators like is equal to, less than, greater than, less than or is equal to, only such type of comparison operators only we can use while writing the single row subqueries. So example, select star from teacher where department ID is equal to, this is the main query, and select department ID from department where department name is equal to UIIT. So what is the function of this subquery? First, this part will be executed, that is select department ID from department. This part will be executed, that is all the departments whose department name is equal to UIIT will be written to the main query. What is written here? Department ID is written here. Now this department ID is passed to the main query and all the teachers in the department ID that is written from the subquery will be selected. This is the single row subquery. Suppose sometimes we may have more than one single row also. For example, select star from teacher where department ID is equal to select department ID from department where department name is equal to UIIT and salary greater than select average salary from teacher. Even we can use such type of syntaxes as well. Of course, we can use having clause also in the single row subqueries like select department ID comma minimum salary. This is a group by condition from employee group by department ID having minimum salary greater than. Like this also we can use in the subquery. So what will happen now? Select minimum salary from the employee where department name is equal to UIIT. So out of this department, out of this employee table whose department name is UIIT, their minimum salary will be taken and written to the main query. Now in the main query, all the department IDs and the minimum salaries which are all having this minimum salary written from the inner subquery, that will be displayed. These are all the illegal queries, like you cannot use multiple rows written queries for single row operators. For example, what is happening here? Select minimum salary from employees group by department ID. This is multiple row subquery and you cannot use it for single row operator. Here is equal to is a single row operator. So we cannot use like this. Next thing is empty result subqueries, like no rows selected we will get for sometimes. This also can happen in the subqueries. Select job ID from employees where last name is equal to HAS. Sometimes we may not have any values from the subqueries also. Then in such cases, no rows selected we will get. Now, if we want to use multiple rows returning from the subquery, we cannot use is equal to, greater than, less than as I discussed here. We cannot use is equal to here because the subquery is returning more than one value. Multiple rows it is returning. In such cases, we have other operators like in, any, all. How to use them we will see here. So, for example, select last name, salary, department ID from employees where salary in. Select minimum salary from employees group by department ID. So, this subquery will be returning many values. Many values like for each department minimum salary will be written. Then we will get some suppose if we are having 10 departments, we will get 10 values here. For each department we will get the minimum salary. So 10 values we will get here, and now in the main query it will display last name, salary, department ID where salary in this 10 values. So next we may use any operator or exist operator. First we will see with any operator here. For example, select salary from employees where job ID is equal to IT programmer. Here with this particular subquery we are getting 3 values. Now the outer query, it may take any of these values. Our salary in the outer query may be less than 9,000, 6,000, 4,200. So if any of these are getting satisfied, it will be displayed. All is something like, all means less than maximum of the written values. All means more than the minimum of the written. That is the meaning. So here the same syntax like earlier. Select salary from employees where job ID is equal to IT programmer. So these values are written here, and the salary less than means at least some, if one are satisfied also, the value will be written. All means less than maximum of the written values. So with this concept, the multiple rows will be written in the subqueries. Even we have not in operator also while using the multiple row subqueries. So select mgr.managerID from employees mgr, and here not in, as we can understand, not in means which is not available. Remaining will be displayed using the main subquery. So in this way we can use the subqueries, single row subquery and multiple row subquery. Thank you. With this I conclude my video in the second unit. Thank you.